Hello, hello, hello. Yes, super late tonight. Super late, Kapil. Be punished with food. Oh, I couldn't. I'm stuffed. Thank you very much, though. Nice of you to offer. Hey, WSG. I hope you've been keeping well as well. And the game is going to appear now. Oh, look at that. That was sweet. That was sweet. Yes, a little bit late tonight. Dr. Mance isn't feeling too well, so I was helping to get AJ ready for bed. Right, let's get out of the farmhouse and see what we can finish off before the end of the month. How are you, Capilliamus? And WSG? Yeah, I've added a little name to it so that people know what that's about. I don't know why I'm running. What we've got going on. Oh yeah, so we bailed at this field, so we're going to hire an auto baler, aren't we, to collect all that. There are some little bits around, I might get those. This guy was... He was course playing. He needs to try and finish that field by the end of the day. So if we create job, nearest waypoint, start job. That should be him off. That's perfect. I think he's still planting the right thing. I'm just going to assume he is. Had a chicken sandwich. Lovely. Just chicken? Was there anything else in your delicious sandwich? Harvester. That, we do need to get that bale back in the field. So let's do that whilst we're here. Now remember how to, there we go, use this. No cheese, Capil. So let's go park this up out of the way. Teeny bit. Well, that's better than nothing. At least I'm not completely disappointed in you. There's a lot of noise upstairs, so bedtime's going well. I've gone the wrong way. I haven't had to park this up, I think. I think this lives around the other side. Get around the other side this way? 100% not. Okay. Handbrake turn. Might even be slightly cheeky and just slow the game speed down a bit. I'm just concerned that that worker has to get that field done today, because when we sleep it'll advance time by a month. I don't really want a bit of the field 1 month behind the rest of it. Right, that's that there. Where's the other tractor? Well, it's there, isn't it? Oh no, yeah, because there's the other tractor. So this one, are we going to worry about these extra little bits that are scattered around? We do have 38%. Let's see, let's see. Let's have a look. Let's lower it. Sounds like the cat's fighting the other cat. No, it was just entirely fluke. I thought I turned the baler on. Obviously did not. Ah, you see now, I messed that up. Messed that up completely. Yes, Mookie. Yes, Mookie. Right, let's try that again. Oh, X to turn on. That's what I did wrong. Game volume, certainly. Is that better? Well, I don't think we're going to fill the baler up with these little bits. I guess the question is it really worth it? There are lots of little bits around, so maybe. What have you been up to, Capel? Got a good week? suppose these little bits what I could actually have done. Have a go at scooping them up and feeding it to the rabbits, but we'd probably have had to hire another machine just for that, which would have seemed a bit of a waste. Yeah, definitely not going to fill up. Just work. Excellent. I haven't had work this week. Obviously I did last Thursday, Friday, which was full of the joys of knowing you're going to have a week off work, so trying to get everything sorted. Knowing that you're going to have to come back to an absolute mess anyway. Lots of stuff to catch up on. So this week I've just been working on the house somewhat. So I had the kitchen delivered today. People come around to quote for the waste removal. Got a guy coming around to start doing the woodwork painting tomorrow. Yeah, didn't even get to 50%. Excellent. Got someone else coming tomorrow to give a quote for kitchen fitting. See if I can get something cheaper than B&Q's, which would be lovely. Yeah, getting there. I haven't done as much as I was hoping to, because I've got my sister coming over tomorrow to stay for a couple of days, so we've been... Ooh. Oh, damn it. Oh, I haven't got the software open to do the crash counter. That's what I forgot. So we've been working on this house instead, trying to get it habitable for other people. There we go. So the dining room corner is now finally done, and I got the shelves up that I wanted to do, which is why the unit that was there has disappeared, because I have turned it into shelves. I could lift the baler, couldn't I? So my guitars are now down in the dining room, but they are now blocked in by a dismantled cot bed. So yeah, not a lot to show you at the moment, because it's just a dismantled cot bed you can see. But when that's finally out of the way as well, I think you lived over here, didn't you? In a whole separate channel. Or the new place, I'll say new place, the renovation place. I should have what I could have done was I could have put a could really steer this way, like a channel on the Discord, and done some update pictures as I was going, but I didn't do that. Well, we need to hire a bale pickup. Another busy day at work, James. No worries. You have fun at work. Yeah, we need to hire a bale pickup, but the shop will now be shut, I believe. I think. Let's find out. Let's... Not that. So what I don't want to do is hire it, get there and find I can't get into the shop. So let's just chuck a save in. Haha. Why not? Why not? Phil would love it. So we need a... a bale loader. He doesn't control me. We want one with a pickup. And it has to do round bales. So there's that one. Square, 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 square. Well, there's that one then. So if we wanted to... What other wheels can you get? No other wheels, fair enough. We wanted to lease that. Going to cost 2,700. We can pick it up from the shop, it says. Okay, let's get to the shop. But if I get there and find the shop's closed, then do I do a cheeky reload or do I just accept the loss? I literally can't afford to buy it. Don't have enough money to buy it. That is not an option for us. Sun's getting low. Live on the edge. Live on the ledge and the edge. Go into debt. I don't think what else I've done down the house. I don't think I've done much else. I moved everything out of the front room so I can paint the front room at some point. I'm going to start that tomorrow, hopefully. But tomorrow we're going to go and visit AJ's school with her. Very exciting. Her first time going to the school she's actually going to go to. Oh, almost crashed into that lorry. Delicious dent. Thought that car was going to T-bone me then for a second. Yes, hello. Yes, I don't know how far I'll get with that tomorrow. My wife said I need to look presentable, so I probably can't turn up with paint all over my face like I normally do after I finish painting. It would be frowned upon, to say the least. I do love the green splatter effects that we've got over the truck and the wheels because of one of the mods that I've got. So we're right in the grass. Calm down. What are you doing? Oh, if only. That was the first thing I did in COVID, was shave my hair into a mohawk. So I was like, it might be my last ever chance. I haven't got to go into the office for a while. Mohawk it is. I think one thing cars should know is not to take on a tractor. That is a fight you're going to lose. That gate looks super closed. Oh wow, alright. Be patient. Can we open it? Oh, no, I don't want to do that. We can! Alright, good. I could climb over. I don't know how I'd get the tractor over, though. That's a different problem entirely. Ooh, a little lorry hidden back there, look. And now we have to get this back without crashing it. I should close the gate. Be the polite thing to do, wouldn't it? I didn't check the power requirement for the trailer. Not that we have a lot of options, as that other tractor is still busy, I'm hoping. Yeah, he's still going. Okay, good. Oh, it's not exactly flying up this hill, is it? Taking a while to find the right gear. I've just been practicing by driving the Megane like a tractor, doing 20 miles an hour down all the roads, annoying everyone. I haven't done anything offline, I promise. If I had, I would have... Well, I did do one thing. I installed it on the Steam Deck and tried to get the steering wheel working with it on the Steam Deck. I promised AJ, once we could finally get to the steering wheel, which was buried beneath the guitars pretty much, in the bedroom, I would do that. But for some reason, it classed the brake as being held down permanently in game, so I couldn't change any of the assignments. And whenever you got on a tractor, it just immediately reversed, which wouldn't be fantastic. I gave up on that. And that wasn't even this farm, I just loaded up a different farm. So I was concerned that autosave would kick in. There we go, right on cue, that autosave would kick in and save something I didn't want. That's not what I wanted. What's the button to get rid of the... Oh, it's that one, isn't it? There we go. Ooh. Oh, I thought about to have a first game crash then. And that was just the autosave. That's when that was delayed quite a lot. Is not far off done now. What, another 2-3 rows after that? This is us. So we'll start picking up the bales. If we can get that done, get that field cleared, we can start cultivating. We need to do the other one as well, don't we, actually? So maybe we'll get the worker doing field 54 and getting something planted in that. I probably don't want to go the left route, not with a big trailer like this, so let's go down this way. And whilst he's doing 54, I can do 56. Wrong button. Well, I got back from being down the house, trying to check on the... Because most of the kitchen was delivered, but a few bits are supposed to be delivered by their home delivery vehicles. They're standard ones, rather than off the back of a lorry. And they never called to say they would be here. It says very clearly in the paperwork, we'll give you half hour's notice. They did not call, so I went down and there's a slip through the door. We said, call this number to rearrange delivery. There was just a blank space, there was no number. And they said that my phone number was incorrect on the system, which is interesting because I've had texts about the rest of the delivery coming in, so quite why my phone number was wrong there, I don't know. It's not giving me keyboard controls. I don't know what to do with keyboard controls. There we go. Operating position. And then I think we just drive into the bales. This one goes so we can get this one over here first. So yeah, so I got back from checking on that. And the wife was there and she was making AJ some food and she was like, I haven't eaten all day, I'm starving. B&Q. So I went down the road and got her a chicken fillet burger and I got myself a dirty kebab. I'm gonna... There we go. There's a way into this field from there as well though. I wonder if we could utilise that at some point. So this tractor slightly struggled to pick up or get the trailer up that hill to start with. I wonder how it's going to handle like 30 odd bales on the top. Yeah, it's a mixed kebab, so doner and chicken. It was delicious. I feel suitably disgusting inside. Oh, you've got that tiny bale that the first one we did before we changed the size of the baler. We'll leave that one for now. I mean, the best one is probably like a shish kebab rather than the doners. I just went cheap and cheerful. I love how it stacks them up like that. It's cool. And then pushes them back. We're even going to fit them all on, I wonder. Chicken and doner, proper. That's the way you do it. I'm glad you have that opinion, Phil, because sometimes I say to people like, oh, I had a kebab for dinner. And they're like, what, were you steamingly drunk? Like, why would you have a kebab when you're not drunk? I'm just like, well, because they're delicious. They're fatty and delicious, and I love them. Some people don't seem to appreciate that very much. Some of them, yes. They will probably just say they are people of taste. But what do they know? Oh, we're definitely not going to fit them all on the trailer. That's both good and bad news. But don't know if we'll be able to sell these tonight. I can see our tractor. Well, you're still going. Looks like it's on his last leg, perhaps. Good stuff. Oh, it might be full. Don't know if we can get any more on there. Let's find out. I guess if it's full, it'll just start pushing it around the field. Yeah, pretty sure it's full. Okay, so transport in position. Sticks out quite a lot. Doesn't look like it's going to go in any further. That's not going to cause any problems whatsoever. Cause some chaos. Well, we need to figure out where to sell these bales. Probably not a good time to sell them, but that's... I don't really have anywhere else to put them, so that's by the by. There's grass. Do we have grass bales separately? No. So town store bales is the best. We are currently in August, so it's about the worst time to sell them. If we waited just until October, we'd get a good jump in price, but we don't really have anywhere to put them for now. So town store bales it is, which we need to know where that is. And I think tag place. I think that will show it on the map. I'm guessing it's going to be by the town. That's my farm. Valley, Tall, Pine, Holly, Long Meadow. That's the garden centre. It'll be that one that's flashing down there, won't it? Town store bales. Don't know how we get in there. Don't know how we get in there. Okay, we'll figure it out. We need to go out and go down the other... We're going to take a different route out of the farm, so that's something. Oh! Our worker has finished his work. It might be worth sleeping. Can't go through the fence. I can go through the hedgerow, I think. Yeah, crazy vandalism. I do have crop destruction on, but it doesn't work on other people's farms, luckily. So otherwise we'd just be cutting swathes through that guy's farm. Well, I think he's technically fired as soon as he finishes. Just trying to keep a bit of momentum up so we can hopefully make it up this hill. We seem to be doing alright though. I'm concerned about that arm making it through the farm though. I mean that's pretty tight. Shouldn't have stopped. Don't know if I can get going again. again. Preposterously. Oh. Oh, maybe the arm doesn't have collision on when it's in that position, because it's just clipping through that wall. That wouldn't be a bad thing, really. Well, I was surprised we got through there first time. So what we can do, we can just park this one up here. Pretty sure he's been automatically fired. Like, it shouldn't show yet. It doesn't have a worker icon on anymore. So that's now been planted with canola. Excellent. So if we go to bed, we can get him. Can't jump over that gate. We can get a worker working in the morning. I know, I'm sorry. Been like 10 minutes, there's only been one crash. You must be crushed. Close the door to go to sleep. And then left click. Guess we need the shop to be open. So we'll go for 7. 7 seems like a reasonable time. Do I have a fireplace on my front porch? I did not see that. I will definitely go and check that out now. Oh, it's raining. I don't know if we can seed in the rain. I'm going to close that door. What I do? That is a little bit odd. I mean, it sort of makes sense. You know, keep the bits that are the most open to the elements. Doesn't look like it's rain. You can definitely see rain coming down. Oh yeah, see, that's already sprouted. That's why I didn't want him to still be working today. So, what would we be planting now? I'm looking for this. No, I'm looking for... Oh, we haven't tested that field either. There's something else we need to do. Where's the calendar? There we go. So we could plant wheat or barley or oat. Or linseed or rye or alfalfa. No, I think linseed, rye, and alfalfa are all new ones to this map. So maybe I'll do some linseed. Linseed, rye, and alfalfa. I was going to look at the cost, but it doesn't really matter because, well, it does matter. It depends what sort of yield you get from them, doesn't it? Let's do some linseed. Okay. It's still 53% full, so that should be plenty of. Does it destroy crops when they're at this stage of growth? No. Oh, do I need to fertilize? Probably. That's actually something else we're going to need to do today. How do I... Let's use the mouse. Let's use the mouse. The mouse has disappeared. There it is. So that's crop types. Growth. Soil composition. Oh, that one needs rolling as well. That's another problem to deal with. 56 is full of weeds. Well, I'm sure that'll be fixed by cultivating it. Vehicles, crops. How do we do the... Or is it just in this now? Yeah, because it's not been fertilized or limed. So I think it just all comes down to these colors now. Yeah, it'll be the pH and the nitrogen, won't it? It needs fertilizer and lime. Warm coats. You don't need fireplaces, just everyone put a coat on. And 0 yield at the moment. That's pretty poor. Pretty poor. That's the seed rates. Yeah. So I think we need to lime and fertilize it. Let's, because the lime and the fertilizer will use spreaders, which will be a bit quicker. So we'll get this guy seed in the other field. We're going to change to... Oh, went past it. Linseed. Ah, I did it again. Linseed. So we want you to do this field. What's going to be the best way to do it? It's a little weird shape, so we'll just start him over here and see what happens. Yeah, we're okay. 43,000 is not bad. It's not bad. So if we go here, create job in 56, do field work, do course generator, do 2 headlands. I guess smooth, and we do up and down again. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Not doing anything. Why isn't it doing anything? Wouldn't need ploughing first, would it? It's just because it's weedy? Not bad if you're Derek Trotter. Says it's been, it just says harvested. Didn't think we needed to plough after every harvest. I thought we could just cultivate straight off. Turn on the seeder. Turn on the power. Lower it. Nope, must need a plough. Must need a plough. Okay. Let's go get a plough. No, you're not allowed to work on someone else's field. Almost like the developers thought of that and thought, that probably shouldn't be allowed. Yep, fair enough. I mean, there's probably a mod to enable it, but it does seem a bit cheaty. Unless they also had, like, angry farmers coming after you if you tried to steal it. Oh, straight into that. The plough we want is there, so actually... Where am I going to put this? I lowered. No. I might just put it here. Might even just quickly look up weeds. Do we even want weeds on? Might be too much for weeds. First 22 weeds. Yeah, okay, just plough. Because weeds growing mad. I'd imagine that also exists as well. Wait, hang on, that's not. What are you? Horse Tyranno 3FX. Next question. What is that? Cultivator? Yeah. We don't need that because that's what that is. We need the plough. Oh, I know where the plough is. I remember. I remember. I remember everything. So the plough is in here. There it is. Oop. Why what? What are you even talking about now? Sorry, chickens and ducks. It's quite large. There we go. Right, we're just gonna jump over there. Perfect. Yeah, you can do grapes. Obviously, we can't yet because we don't have the money to start with grapes, but you can do grapes. So we want to create a job. Field work, and we want to generate a new course. Clear current course. Open course editor. No, wait, what? Create job. I don't want to start job. That's what I wanted. Field work in 56. Course generator, 2 headlands. Yes, smaller width. That's what I needed. Generate the course. Open close. Start job. I'm gonna have to come back to check on it because that's a terrible start. Anyway, that's on the go. Right, so whilst that's doing that, let's go and sell these, which was turning left out farm. As we're driving on public roads, let's prepare ourselves properly. Home from the smellies! Yay! Hey Chris, how are the smellies today? You're just in time. It's like I knew you were coming. I could sense you arriving. It's like, oh, I need something stronger to get me through this. Only 2 crashes so far, so we're not doing too bad. We assume there's no traffic coming. Just swing out into the road. I mean, that bale collector thing is horrifically dangerous. They must be able to come up with a better system than that. Oh, right, that was delicious. Some trees look very inviting. What, to crash your bus into head first? Yeah, it is still tagged. I can just about see it in the rain. Is it raining all day? That's another question. No, stop in about 9 o'clock. Okay, good. Yes. Sparing yourself the pain of having to deal with the smellies anymore. Well, I'm glad that the mere thought of my stream was enough to... Oh, hold on. I didn't check to make sure the town bales are still the most profitable place, did I? It is not. It is now gone down significantly, so we don't need to go there. We want Valley View bales. Either Valley View or Farmer's Market, which is closer. Oh, Valley View's just up there. That's really close. Just by the windmill. All right, turn around. Turning around's a problem. And there's this little garden here. We might go utilize that if I can go through this hedge. Yeah, I can. Smash through his bin? No. That was a crash. Okay. I mean, Capil says proper food. What he means is a dirty kebab from down the road. It's the same bin. It doesn't count as another crash. We could be in trouble here. We could be in trouble here. Oh. Right, yeah, I'll have a couple more on for that. That did go quite badly. You know, that's what the rally series was. That was the Man's driving school with teacher Capil. It was like 2. I'm not doing 10. That was crazy. They only count as like a quarter each, remember? Little crashes only count as a quarter crash. That's how it works. And how are you, Chris? Apart from thinking about ending it all in a horrific headfirst crash in a bus. You know, aside from that. Don't text and drive either. I might have to go and feed the cat to try and shut him up. Because he's apparently being very noisy. Right, I'll be 2 minutes. Right, the cat has been fed. He sniffed it and walked away in disgust. So, awesome. I don't know Barbie Girl. I know the song, I don't know how to play the guitar. The guitars are down here, but they're currently boxed in with a dismantled cot bed. So we're closer, we're getting there. Should have got a kill back. But yeah. Hopefully we'll clear some of that stuff out. And then maybe next week, can show you the wonderful guitars. I don't know about playing them, because I don't know how many of them are in tune. I have to spend some time actually tuning them up. So I'm guessing this road here. I don't know if anyone wants to hear me play guitar for an extended length of time. There's a fence there. You put a fence there. I pressed it. I pressed it. Did it not go up? That was definitely only one crash. It's not coming up with an unload option. Do I just risk it and say unload the bales? Not particularly suited, is it? No. Are we unloading bales? Hello? Oh, yeah, unload them here. Yes, that was the plan. Oh, they are selling. Okay. That's like 20 grand almost. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Bunch of grass. This way? Yeah. That was a nearly. No more beans for dinner. Wait, what? What does that even mean? What's going on? Assume there's no cars coming. My right of way, I'm in the tractor. It's fine, there's no cars. The whole point of getting the baler was that we were going to sell things last night so we don't have to pay for an extra day's worth of rental for it. Just remembered. Like from to a broke farmer living on tinned beans. Right, let's see. Driving a tractor's got to be very much like driving a bus, right? Very similar things. Still no. Okay. How did I get this to work before? Probably a lot less bumpy. If I was a broke farmer, I wouldn't be buying Heinz beans, would I? Couldn't afford any of that name brand stuff. That'd be crazy. It's also occurred to me I do have the mud mod in. Might be making it more difficult for this guy to work. I don't know if it would apply to AI workers. It's definitely sinking into it a little bit. It seemed like I could see a little bit of slippage there. He seems to be doing okay. We'll just leave him go. We'll leave him go. Everything's fine. Right. Are any of those majors in real time? I don't. Are they? I don't know. What do the rest of them use? £2 of super. What am I going to get for £2? Like own brand beans and pasta. You could even get that for £2. Not entirely convinced. Tomato puree and pasta, pretty close. Only had Heinz and Branston. Ooh la di da! Look at me, all my name brand beans that I eat. I won't eat none of those peasant beans. I assume that's what you sound like a bit. I didn't until you said that. Secret millionaire. Has to be. His fancy beans. So it's only another, what's that, 7? And then our tiny one. It's only for peppers. Only allows one size bale at a time. Okay, well. That one's just staying there then. We'll worry about that later. We'll just stick that in the garage somewhere. Heinz meat. Do you work for Heinz, Capel? Is this how you secretly let us know what you do for a living? Just shilling Heinz? Are you secretly logged into like 15 streams at a time just talking about Heinz beans? Branston is a mistake. I actually think Branston beans are quite nice. I wouldn't really say I have a preference on beans. Beans is beans pretty much. The challenge includes a tin of Heinz beans, he says, once again, name dropping the brand. Oh, you're both in on it, are you? It's like a multi-year conspiracy just to convince me to only buy Heinz beans. Of course he did. 'Cause he's got no ulterior motive. Oh, wasn't looking. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. It's the wrong way again. It's the wrong way again. It's fine, I own that field. Whoa there, I was clearly turning around, mate. Calm down. What's his problem? And he came in and saw it. Into the next bag indeed. We just get generally the Tesco or Sainsbury's own brand. I didn't run it off the road, I merely let him know that I was there, using my tractor's right of way. Don't touch my tractor. I'm going to sell him to grass layers when he's through. Bet she drives long journeys because of his recklessness. Depends what the journey entails. If it entails country roads, then I am more inclined to do it. Although she's being forced to drive a lot more country roads now. Huh? Yeah. No, talking to the world. Yep. I didn't say anything bad about you driving. I just said you don't like country roads. Which, do you like country roads? No, that's what I said. Oh, honestly. See? Yeah, she doesn't like country roads because of people like me. Unload bales. And then, I don't know, I've got to say unload twice. Yes, unload again. Another 7,000, so that's like, what, 27,000 we got from that? That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Hang on. We don't need the baler now. We can return the auto baler. How do I do that? Here somewhere. Return. Yes. Sweet. And it should just immediately disappear. Magic. Yeah, it was pretty wet here as well today, actually. I think the afternoon was okay, but there's definitely like a period around like late morning lunch where it was just horrific. Well, I had a dirty kebab from down the road, so obviously I asked them to put truffle shavings on. And they looked at me like I was an idiot. I don't know why, it seems perfectly reasonable. What was that, O love of my life? Talking about me. It's not all about you. It's me and my love of truffles. Because I'm so posh. Why she married me? For the money. I know. Not for my good looks and wit and charm. I didn't even get it. I assumed I'd get some sort of response, but no. I love you too. She wouldn't even put her hand on the camera at any point, so taking over the stream might be a bit of a stretch. Truffles and supermarket branded beans versus Heinz. Well, Heinz with no truffles. Is that your suggestion? So that seems like an insane suggestion. Right, so now the question is, do we need to plough field 54? What does it currently look like? I don't know if it's because we haven't got like a proper direct drill, because it's a cultivator on a thing. We need to get rid of that grass bale, so let's do that actually. Cold Heinz right out of the tin. I mentioned to someone once about eating beans raw, and they just like looked at me like I was an idiot. Like such a thing would make you severely ill. And I was like, no, it's perfectly. People eat beans raw. People eat beans out of the tin. It's absolutely fine. That unfair advantage to your precious Tesco beans. For AJ, we almost have to go own brand, I would say. Because only own brands seem to have reduced salt and sugar beans. Whereas like Heinz, and I think Branston, only do reduced salt and reduced sugar. They don't seem to do both. Get off my fork. Thank you. He's like Oz from our Acquisition. I mean, that is an old reference, because I don't remember the names of the people in Frida's Own Pet. I remember vaguely watching it at some point, but that's about it. Or that punk rocker from the Young Ones. Eddie? Eddie? No, that's his name in Bond. No, it wasn't even his name in Bond. Was it? I don't know. I've forgotten the name of the people in Bottom even. Oh, it's the Jimmy Nail guy. Right, okay. You actually watched the Crocodile Shoes video the other week? Very exciting. Didn't he have like a woman's name, like Valerie or something like that in the Young Ones? Ow. On YouTube? I forgot just how weird that video is as well. There were a couple of bits that genuinely made us laugh out loud. Well, not the episode, the song. The Jimmy Nail Crocodile Shoes song. Can't be the only one that remembers Jimmy Nail had a banging music career. Not when you're bringing out off Weeder's Own Pet references. It's just, oh, I got excited about that. It's just man's videos and Jimmy Nail videos. That's all there is. That's not going to fit through there. Does this fold up? No. Okay, we'll go the long way around. Lost control on the mud a bit. Ooh, see that skid? don't know where would be a good place to find something like that. Like, I don't know what channel was it on. I guess it's not on iPlayer or anything. Oh, is it even going to fit through here? Well, okay. How do we cultivate our fields if we have... Nope, definitely doesn't fold. I think we can go down the bottom this way, can't we? If you've been looking in shops, then you should be looking in charity shops. Right, let's give this a go. I'm not holding out a lot of faith. Let's find out. Nope, also needs to be plowed. Okay. It's fine, it's not too heavy for the tractor. Have you tried, obviously I don't condone pirating in any sense, shape or form, but have you tried pirating it? Like on the old torrent sites or something? Although it seems like a pretty obscure thing. It seems like it'd have one seeder who's never online. Proper TV. Oh, they don't make it like they used to. Damn it. See that coming. I was like, maybe we'll clip through it. We did not. I got season 1 that way, but season 2 never downloaded. Yes, Chris, I'm sure you are completely innocent of all such things. Well, not season 2 apparently. Not trying to rub any salt in the wound or anything, but clearly you struggled to watch that one a lot. Right, so what we could do whilst we were waiting for that plough to go do both the fields then is we could fertilise and line the other field. Can we line with this tool? It's a good question. It's a good question. Illegalized downloading. Fertilizer spreaders. No, just does fertilizer. So we will need... Oh, that's not... Oh, it's on a dolly though. I hate dollies. What does it hold? 19.2. What's ours at the moment? Yeah, that's not a bad price. 12.1 to 19.2. That's not bad. That's not bad. What's a grain slide? Ah! Clicked off the game. Did I move anything? Don't know. Oh, one of those. Okay, not fussed about that. It's on a dolly though. I'd never be able to reverse it into anything. We can't change that. No, it's no good. It's no good. I can't dolly it. So we are looking for... Would it come under fertilizer spreader? Is there a separate lime one? Fertilizer spreader. I'm assuming that's lime. It's 45,000. 78,000. It's a lot. Oh, stop clicking off the game. I don't mean in a sexist way. Oh, you can upgrade it as well, though. Well, again, we'll probably have to lease that. We should probably do that once everything else is... Once we've got the other field done as well, though. Although, do we need to lime the other field? Is it worth? It's 12 to 18. What have we got at the moment? 42 meters. So it's probably not worth getting rid of that one just for that one, because this one can fertilize so much faster. I mean, 42 meters is insane. The lime ones can just do 12 to 18. It's probably not worth buying it when it's 45 grand. Okay, well, let's just get some fertilizer for now then. How much does this one hold? 3,200 litres. I think we want pellet fertilizer. So that's 1,800 for 1,000. Or 1,920 for 1,000. Okay. Well, obviously, the bags then. We're going to need... Did I say it's 3,000? So we're going to need at least 3 bags to fill it up, aren't we? Okay. Okay. We'll buy 3 bags. And then we'll go fill this up. Maybe we'll just leave the remainder at the shop next time. That should go quite far. I think you can customize the license plate. Probably not if you lease it, if you buy it. Yeah, obviously, raise the bags right above the vehicle, give yourself a massively high centre of gravity, and then handbrake turn out of the shop. Yes. I don't know, how much does a bag of fertiliser, how much does 1,000 litres of solid fertiliser usually cost, Chris? Bandicoot. It might only be subject to standard British license plate regulations, which is one of the things the modder added into the game, because the game doesn't have British number plates as standard. We did add that in. The other thing he added in, which I haven't actually noticed yet, is his own custom wind effect on the foliage. And why Bandicoot? Is that some sort of joke that I'm not getting at my expense? Well, I'm assuming it is, because it normally is. Oh, there's the pub. We should see what the pub's called on the way back. It better be farming related. First name is Crash, of course, of course. Obviously I knew Crash Bandicoot was a thing. I didn't put two and two together there. For some reason. I don't know how I missed it. Oh, the gate's still shut. It can open at like 20 to 9. A worker has stopped unexpectedly. No, oh, I think that's because I just tried to put a worker into this one. That's fine. F1 just copied it from the farmers. The F just stands for farmer. You know that, right? Right, let's see how far 3,000 litres gets us. Hoping quite far. Oh yeah, we're all there. Well, I would name them, but I wouldn't want to embarrass them because I don't know any of the names of the current players. Oh, Lewis Hamilton, that's one, and that's the one I know. There are Lando Calrissian, I assume must be his name. Yeah, I said that one, I knew that one. Oh, did we go past the pub? Oh, we did go past the pub, we'll have to check it next time. Of course, Schumacher was a fan, yeah. Obviously, still is. I don't know where you say was. Is he dead? Did he die? I don't remember hearing that. Lando Norris, yeah, also known as Lando Calrissian, yeah. Chris is just banging out all the old school ones. So I could do MotoGP riders, I'd be pretty up on that. I'd probably name all of them. Yep, Damon Hill Coulthard. This is me, so whoop. I think we can get to 57 down there. Let's have a look. Oh, it's money. No. I don't know if we should have done this. That looks like it's got... I might turn the weeds off because I don't know what they really add. I think they're just going to be a massive annoyance. Yeah, that is now filled with weeds. I'm going to turn the weeds off. If I can. Maybe I can't. I thought there was a way to weeds off. I might turn stones off as well, because I think that just means there's some, like an extra job for us to do. So let's do that. If I put animals in there, they'd eat my crops as well, wouldn't they? That's the thing. But that might not make any difference to our existing fields. Well, looks like it has. Okay, cool. Cool. Right, so we need to spray this field. We need to zoom right out because it's going to have lower and turn on. It's going to have some width to it. Oh, it's another Clarkson reference. I see, right. You saying I should swallow my pride and hatred of Clarkson and watch his show just so I can get good at this game? Could learn a lot from him. Yes, of course. He could also learn a lot from me, along with all the F1 drivers. We should probably sample those little bits that we missed, just because I feel like we're going to get a lot reduced yield from them. For a start, yes. Just for a start. What was that? Oh, we got a little achievement. I've tasted... I don't mind garlic. Like, I'm not a big fan of garlic on its own. But I don't mind garlic in things. I'll just fertilise that farmer's field for him a little bit. You're welcome. Like, I don't mind the smell of wild garlic. That's quite nice. It's quite a pleasant thing. I think making a garlic necklace is a step too far. Just to prove I don't mind garlic. Or wear a beret. Don't even worry about the garlic anymore. Just dress like a stereotypical French person from the 1800s. That's all we're asking. Ooh, all up for the beret. What has a beret got to do with farming, though? That's the only thing. Oh wow, this is chewed through the fertilizer. I thought we'd easily get the whole field done. We're almost out. Oh. Oh. Well, back to the shops. Say good morning, even though it's evening. Getting all of your French information from hello. Oh, so Capel's gone classic British comedy. And you've gone with Jim Carrey in The Mask. You can't know off Weeders and Pet, Chris, and then not know hello. Hello Hello was a classic. I'm fully with you there. You stupid woman. Is it worth us... Do I have the autoloader mod? I don't think I do. I should get the autoloader mod. Is it worth me buying a flatbed and just buying loads of... We're going to have to go back and forth. Like, how much did we fertilize there? We did most of it. None of that bit. We're going to need probably another 3 bags to do those 2, and then another 3 bags to do that one. That's only 2 trips. It's only 2 trips. Just suck it up. It'll be fine. Excuse me. Want to see me dressed up like the mask doing a French accent? You can't combine both of them. Surely it's either one or the other. The window's getting a bit dirty. I thought the rain would have cleaned it off. I haven't seen the mask for a long time. But I thought we were still combining the French accent specifically from Hello Hello. The old plough. Nice, I like it. Is it still good, The Mask? Like, is it something you could watch nowadays and be like, it's a good film? Or is it like you watch it nowadays, you're like, oh, that's a shame. You know? I told you we watched a bit of Naked Gun at that performance on, didn't I? That is something that has aged beautifully. Absolutely wetting myself. Probably as good to rewatch as the Leprechaun. Why would you? You're just deliberately trying to anger me. Is that what's happening here? What's the difference between these two, I wonder? I'm going to have to check, just in case there's something. Corn Kali versus Elm. There are differences in nitrogen values between the organic fertilizers and the chemical ones. Doesn't help me with these two. I just... No one can help me. I'm assuming they're all exactly the same. Might get you drinking more than Kapil can have more clips for his next movie. Oh, Robocop's a classic. I'm not actually sure I've seen Species. I think it's one of those things I've seen bits of here and there. That one's got a bull on it. That must be better, right? Let's get 4 so we can completely fill our spreader up. We haven't even done our terrible movie night this year. Let alone trying to squeeze a 3rd annual movie night in. Well, the other ones wouldn't be 90s, would they? Well, that'd be fine. Should probably cover that as it is peeing down. I think I immediately uncovered it. Very suspect of women for years after. It's supposed to start raining by 9. Bloody weatherman lying to us again. Witches did that. That was a creepy film. Why did they have to make them look so bizarrely horrible? Like, it's the sort of film I'd be like, I don't know if AJ should ever watch that really. What age is suitable to see that? Hide the wake of bodies left to the side of the road. Did anyone watch the new Witches? I never have yet. I did watch the old Witches. It wasn't that long ago, like within the last year. I don't know why we ended up watching it. It's on something. It's randomly on TV or something. Don't hide the kitchen with a grill. One of those things though, yeah, like they could watch that and they could have like lifelong nightmares about it. Same with Labyrinth. Labyrinth is one that concerns me. I think people who take their heads off in the hands when she's falling down, it's like that's something that could be incredibly terrifying. Childhood trauma is how we learn. Maniac Cop. That is one of the films that is in our list of terrible movies that we watch at times. It's almost done ploughing that one. Get on. Ooh, get on, son. It's fine. Go turn on. A little bit short on the side. Can't quite see because it's already had its first stage of growth. It's hard for us to see exactly where it is. It's easier if you haven't had the first growth yet and you're doing your application. No, that's a different job. The guy was cultivating this field last stream. He finished that. We finished that last night, as in-game night. Yeah, well, yeah, he got fired. He finished his job and immediately got fired. I'm going to do it all by mini-map at the moment. So someone else is now ploughing the other field. That's the field that we grew, that we harvested the wheat from last time. Seasonal workers, you know, you get what you can. You know what you're in for. You know it's only going to be a short-term gig. Change the width. And the minimum is 15 meters still. Doesn't seem like 15 meters. Okay. That'll do. Missed a couple of patches, but that's fine. There's a tiny speck of red, but it's fine. A little bit of red's good. It keeps things interesting. Kind of guy that would bring forward foreign workers in illegally and doesn't have to pay them to support them. Ah, damn it! Straight into that tree. I'll do it full, like... I don't want to say that, maybe not. I'll do it full style of certain people who hire foreign workers and then, like... Oh, he's finished his job. Take their passports and lock them in a safe and be like, you can't have your passport back because you're an illegal worker, so you're going to have to stay here and just carry on working for next to nothing until I say you're allowed to leave, which is never. Should be a broken tractor, I'm pretty sure, not just a cracked windshield. Right. You need a job. I need to sample this field as well. That's something else I need to do. Let's get it ploughed. Create job. Force generator. 2 headlands. 2.5. Up and down. Generate. Excellent. Go. Can you fertilize a field before you put any seed down? I guess so. Seems an odd way to do it, but it seems we already have the fertilizer. And with this one we can see the soil colour changing as well, make it a little bit easier to gauge the width. Was it a film? I didn't know there was a film. I might not stream, Chris, but maybe, I don't know how much I'm allowed to say, but maybe I'll be getting early access to version 1.0, and maybe in a couple of days you'll start seeing the first stuff from that. Maybe, you know, without wanting to be too specific. A couple of days, specifically a couple of days though. I'm going to be that specific. Oh, in America, a ranch with hitchhikers and then made jerky out of them. Okay, that definitely wasn't what I was thinking of. Probably not an exclusive. Like, I'm sure the other Empire's creators also have the same access that I may or may not be getting. Braz, you know, I don't think he does as many Empire's videos, but when he does, he gets hundreds of thousands of views, so it's hard for them to ignore him, isn't it? Yeah, so that got those fields done entirely, which is beautiful. You can always ask, Chris. You can always ask. The answer can only be no. Obviously, he'll never be as good as me, but I mean, that's Chris, sorry. That just goes without... it's Fraz as well with an F. That goes without saying. Yes, I recorded my first video on it just today, actually. Because I've had a pretty busy week, so I've not had a chance to get around to it until today. Oh, he's already blocked. Oh, he's already blocked. He's blocked by the gate. Hello? There it is. Right, you crack on. What are we going to do? We are going to cultivate field 56 or whatever it was. Only the greatest goober gamer of all time. You're too lazy to get out and shut a gate. Oh, yeah, I slammed into that. That's fair. No particular glitches, no. I did see some interesting pathing from the termites where they were just trying to constantly walk through a wall. But nothing major. There's only 3 of them out of all the ones which were running around at the time. Don't smash into the gate. No one saw that, it's fine. I'm pretty sure I'm allowed to say that I have access and will be doing videos. They didn't say I couldn't say. There's a couple of things we're not allowed to touch on before release. So we can't do the final Formicarium level, or can't show it before release day, and we don't have access to the bullet ants yet, because they won't be there until actual release. Linseed. We still doing linseed? Let's just check. Yes, linseed. That's fine. So, turn it on. That's what we need to do. Just turn it on. No. Why isn't that working? Oh, because it says it's off now. Maybe I lowered it and didn't turn it on. There we go. They aren't going to bring out any new achievements with the release. I'd assume so. I haven't looked, actually. But I assume there are achievements specifically related to Tier 5. Haven't actually checked. I'll have to got 30 clips done. Hey Revan, what, 3 now? Welcome, how are you? But yeah, I shall try to have a look next time. Definitely smashed into that tree. Ah, we were just talking about that, Revan. Thank you so much. Can't quite see the other tractor working away. I assume he's fine. Oh, thank you for that as well. Glad you enjoy them. I'm sorry they're not as consistent as they should be. I am trying and failing miserably. I had a really good, like, 3 or 4 weeks. And then the last couple of weeks again, it's all got a bit crazy again. Your little Empire's power crew. We haven't got to wait long. It's only what, 7th of June it's out. Couple of weeks and a bit. Evil sod. How dare you. Wow, okay. Pill coming out of the important questions. Have plastic bottle tops changed for the worse? I don't think I've really noticed a massive difference between them. They seem slightly smaller, I'd say. Are you doing Empires of the Undergrowth campaign videos? Well, for the new full version 1 update coming out in June, I will definitely be doing campaign videos for the tier 5 missions, yes. Can't keep wasting your life. But yes, Revan, absolutely. No one's told me I can't say, so what I was saying just before you got here was, in a couple of days on the channel, there may or may not be a video releasing of my first look at the tier 5 missions. Well, the first 5.1 mission. Oh, that's on purpose, Capel. That's to stop the bottle tops getting lost, and to make sure that you attach them for recycling. I think it's like specifically an EU or a UK thing as well. What was your problem with the Coke ones before, Chris? Let's get into an in-depth discussion on plastic bottle tops. Yes, I do, Revan. Lucky me, right? I have my my people in the business. Oh, when they first did the attached ones. Interesting. What do you like about them, Chris? I don't really drink enough plastic bottled drinks to form an opinion. Yes, Revan, that's exactly what Chris loves and Kapil hates. We're here today to find out why. Ah, better when you're drinking on the bus? Yes, that makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. Definitely didn't press accelerator when I was supposed to reverse. It's fine. Kapil is so furious, he's just absolutely given up. He's just smashing his room to bits at the moment. Yes, UK based indeed, Revan. Oh, don't give him more ammunition, Chris. You'll be writing to politicians and all sorts in a minute. The stringy plasticky bit. Don't even know what that bit is, Kapil. What's that bit? Or the bit that keeps it attached. Well, that just keeps it attached. What difference does that make? It's fine, right? It doesn't get in the way. I will say they do seem sharper than... It's just obviously me being a miserable old man, but the lids in the plastic rings do seem sharper than they used to be. We're struggling to pull it up here after trying going sideways. I have to pull the ring off to avoid poking my face with a dangly bottle cap. Hold it with one finger while you're drinking? Was it going this slow before? I don't remember going this slow before. It's steeper here? It doesn't seem like it's steeper here. Definitely press and accelerate. I've not met any of them in person, no. I've talked to... Oh, I've forgotten all their names now. The one who accidentally leaked the Matabelli Antz in the first place. Talked to him on live streams. And Mike. Talked to Mike on Discord a bit. Thanks, Chris. I remembered Mike in the end. Not completely embarrassing. They did go to that Antz convention quite recently, didn't they? Which I'd love to have gone to. I think that'd be so cool. But the time they announced they were going, all the I can't even remember where it was. Like, it wasn't anywhere near, so it would have been completely, actually unfeasible for me to go. But you just drive through that hedge, mate. It's fine. Yeah. John Denver to give me a special achievement he promised. What was your special achievement, Chris? Have we talked about this before? Or are you going to keep it a secret just to ruin my life with when it got announced? I mean, this is barely uphill. Come on. Come on. They must have like a list of 50 or 100 Antz. They were like, oh, it'd have been amazing if we could have got these in the game. I don't know what they're going to do now. Obviously, they'll support Empires for a little bit for bug fixing and stuff. I don't know what their general plan is. Like, are they going to be doing DLC or... Like, yeah, I could definitely do with a bigger tractor. These are all struggling. He promised on stream. Or maybe they found out it was like literally impossible to do, so they thought it'd be a bit mean to put an achievement in it. It was going to be impossible. A map maker would be awesome, but I think they put so much time into handcrafting their maps. Must be balanced quite specifically to make them work. And maybe whatever engine they're using doesn't lend itself well to having that sort of modular map system that would enable players to do it nicely. Oh, they nerfed it afterwards, right. I mean, you know, hopefully Empires too. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. I might even drive straight to the top of the field again and then come back down. Hey Dion, how's it going? Oh, we can tell, Chris. It is plainly obvious, don't worry about it. I'm not counting that because that was a faulty hitbox. Ignoring that one as well. No, the map's trying to cheat me by having a hitbox that does not conform to the in-game model. That's cheating. Ah, yes, the Scorpion reveal one. One of the few things I haven't actually fought in Tier 5 yet, actually. I did try at one point in the recording that I did, and then they just ran away. Like, I just timed it just wrong, and the night was just ending, and they were disappearing back inside. Evening, Andy. Yes, indeed. Doesn't it just? Back in the good old days. Don't justify your cheesy pants to me. Big old field, this one. No, it does say, and I think I said in my reveal video, it is an invasive species. Like I think it's like a European earwig or something like that. But yeah, it's an invasive species to Africa. So they are in Africa, but as you say, not natively. Oh yeah, no, it's my fault, yeah. I think this one's actually a Massey Ferguson, but we do have a John Deere in the other field working away. Or just going repeatedly up and down at 20 miles an hour. Yeah, I've not had a chance to try playing as termites yet. Although I think that is in the version that I've got. They look like they work very similar to leaf cutters, but I probably shouldn't say much more, I suppose, seeing as I'm not allowed to actually put videos out until Friday. Excuse me. I'm sure I turned stones off, didn't I? That might just be a... Like, they weren't there before. I'm sure they weren't even there before. I'm sure I turned off the actual impact of them though. Turbo boosting plow action. I mean, it's a cultivator. It's a cultivator and a seeder, but, you know... Who wants specifics, right? Oh, it's that tiny bit. Where have you been, Dion? Don't they have major workers and major soldiers? I don't know about the two specifics. They do definitely have different castes. I don't know about the soldiers. I think it does say they have major and minor workers. Obviously, Dion, we're planting some linseed in this field. We have planted some canola in that field over there and fertilised it. We've fertilised this field as well. That field over there is being ploughed by our helpful AI worker. All sorts of interesting things. And you went down with the bug. Yes, as Kapil says, he was... Well, Kapil almost definitely had COVID. He just doesn't know it was COVID. But he definitely had COVID. I've had a bit of a cold for like a couple of weeks now. It started off as a cough. Finally turned into an actual full-blown cold. Oh, indigestion based, no. AJ's been a bit squishy tummy, not too much. Not like she's properly ill, like not ill enough to stay off preschool. But then we did go to Pirate Weekend in Plymouth at the weekend, so she did have like, she lived on like ice cream and slushy all day. So we were like, that's probably why her peas have gone a bit soft. Mads is always ill, yes, I am. My wife's like, oh, you need to go into work more to expose yourself to more germs. I'm like, I expose myself to the germs of about 100 children with AJ every day. All she does is share germs with me. That's why I'm ill. I don't need more germs. Trailer showed two very different sides of the soldiers, yes. They are definitely, it's hard to tell maybe a little bit from what I didn't focus enough on them when I watched or played. Diarrhea for 2 weeks when Dion and Andy seem to be in the same boat. Been on the ice cream slushies too. That's what it is. Everyone's just been on the slushies. I hope you dribble bums get better soon. Don't know what you mean, Capel. The whole field's being cultivated. Oh, I'm with you there, Andy. I'm with you there. AJ is definitely going through a phase of waking up in the night again. Sometimes just once, sometimes 5 times. Sometimes to say that she's peed the bed a bit, sometimes just to tell me that her toys aren't tucked in anymore. Could be anything. Last night she wanted to get out of bed and watch me work. And I was like, it's like 1 in the morning, just go to sleep. No one's working, it's fine. I hate those sleeping videos. What's a sleeping? Just videos of people sleeping? Never had trouble sleeping, yeah. Ugh. I was like that once. Young, naive. Child-free, sleeping my world away. I didn't even. Why'd there be videos? Surely videos would be a terrible thing to help you sleep. I don't know what you mean, Andy. I don't know why you'd even say that. What is not exciting about cultivating a field at 3 to 4 miles an hour? You tell me. What are they? Is it sheep jumping over a fence? Isn't the whole thing with screens that they have the blue light, which stimulates your internal, like, this is daylight, I need to be awake thing? You could try watching some, like, advanced mathematics videos, just people talking about complicated equations and stuff. got eyes looking like forest. Oh, now you've mentioned sleeping, I can't help but yawn. Typical. I'm working on it, Chris. This is the last one, though. I thought I had 3 or 4, but only had the 2 left. They are bloody delicious, though. I should do sleep deprivation challenges. In what world, when I have to work and help look after a 4-year-old, would I want to do anything to do with sleep deprivation? It sounds absolutely horrible. And I'm pretty sure I already am doing a sleep deprivation challenge, just unwillingly. I am glugging a Jubel, beer cut with peach. These ones. There were several flavours in the box. There was blood orange, elderflower, and grapefruit. But I only had peach left. Don't think that's what I said. No worries, Dion. Thank you for stopping by. Wonderful to see you. Hope you feel better soon. And enjoy the rest of your evening. Yeah, they're actually beers. You know they're actually beers. It's a Jubel. It's a Jubel. Where's my camera? There it is. Turn it that way. Jubel. "12 hours, no hours, just a video of me driving a tractor up and down a field." No, not even different fields, Andy, just one massive field. Just plough a bunch of fields together and then just do one massive field on a map with no trees or anything. No, I don't think I'd heard of them before. They were on offer in Tesco, I think, a little while back. And I do like my fruity lagers. So I'll give that a go. Yeah, they're delicious. Really enjoyed them. Don't need a massive field to make huge. But 2 hours to do the field and then 10 hours to go back and do the bits that I missed. That's going to take that dude a long time to plough that field. Alright, I mean, in my defence, I don't have the GPS system in this, so, you know, it's hard to do perfectly straight lines. I think it's alright. We've got there. We're almost done now, you know. I mean, the real question is, what are we going to do after, like, this month? When the fields are all cultivated, I'm going to speed up a little bit. When the fields are all cultivated and seeded, we've got no animals to look after. Keep the trees for background eye candy. Well, I mean, the lines are as straight as they need to be, because it's not like it's a perfectly rectangular field, is it? I've lost my mini-map. How did I lose my mini-map? There it is. You know, it's not like it's a perfectly rectangular field. There's only, you know, I'm not a magician. once we've done this, we can fill the cedar up. Ready for that field, because I don't think we're going to have enough to do the rest of this and that field. That was a bit wobbly, I'll give you that. Matt tries a project from Australia. I will be getting animals, definitely. Don't know if we can really afford them quite yet. We've got rabbits and we've got ducks and we've got chickens. But I don't know if we can afford all of the things for cows. We'd need to get another grass field on the go for cows to get some grass silage. We'd also need wheat. I think for pigs you need oat. Horses as well. Obviously they will need hay and something else, I suppose. I don't really know. Not looked it up. Yeah, because I've got the Animal Plus mod thing, not really worth getting the animals until I know I can actually feed them properly, because they will just end up dying. Turn them into Big Macs, yes. With a tastier bun. Another one of these things that I've missed here. Horses for courses, what does that mean? It means everyone has different tastes, basically. I don't know whether it's based on the fact that with certain horse tracks, different horses will perform differently based on, you know, a track preference. I would guess that's what it stems from. Yeah, basically means everyone has their own taste. So what's nice for one person isn't necessarily nice for another person. Horses for horses. Well, they toast them now. I have not seen the commercial, no. I try to avoid watching TV with any commercials. It winds me up. That's why Amazon Prime winds me up now. Oh, you pay £100 a year for Amazon Prime? Do you want to have a commercial in the middle of the show you're watching? No, Amazon, I bloody well don't. Maybe they did, Capil. Maybe they've always done it. But they just made an advert about how they're doing it and like pretending it's a new thing. Is Coca-Cola just Coke now? Don't pay a lot of attention to these things, apparently. That'd be lovely, Andy. I would really appreciate that. Honestly, Capel, I don't know the last time I really drank Coca-Cola or Coke, whatever it happens to be. Cucumber and cream cheese. I'm all for that. If it's just cucumber, at least a little bit of pepper in there or something. Give it a bit of spice, you know. a flavour flies. Hold the cheese. What kind of sandwich doesn't have cheese in it? Hold the cheese, hold the cucumber. Just bread. Bread and butter is what you're saying. My wife has a Nigerian friend in work, and apparently Nigerian people are not big on the fact that we put cheese in so much stuff. I don't think they're particularly big on dairy, but yeah, they're like, she was like disgusted with the amount of cheese that we put into stuff. My wife was like, you do not want to mention that to my husband or my daughter. They will both slap you in the face for those opinions. Bread and butter sign, just like you were in the cave. Mum's special. Or hold the butter as well. Just bread. Just bread. I could eat just bread and butter. That would be fine. I don't know if I could eat just bread. I might struggle a bit with that. I don't know. It might be they are more prone to being lactose intolerant if they don't have ready availability to milk. I think that's essentially what does it, isn't it? It's you know, the more you're exposed to it, the more tolerant you are of it. That's why when the wife was pregnant, she was shoving nuts down. She was eating lots of peanuts and other forms of nuts like peanuts. And then we used to give AJ when she was younger, like peanut butter to dip her apple into or whatever, or peanut butter in this, or almond butter and stuff, just to make sure she's exposed to peanuts and other form of nuts like peanuts from a young age, to make sure that she has a chance to develop that tolerance. I think technically everyone is still somewhat lactose intolerant. But yes, we are less intolerant over here. Saved it, yeah, just about. It's an interesting thing though, isn't it, Chris? It's like everyone's lactose intolerant. So everyone started drinking milk, so they became less lactose intolerant. But why were they drinking the milk in the first place? It's like, oh, I love this delicious fresh white liquid that makes me have mild diarrhea every time I drink it. I'd better keep drinking it every day. Oh yeah, we're getting there, Capil, we're getting there. Been told to drink pints of full-fat milk a day. I can't see how many if there's a number, because it's underneath a stupid heart. Did anyone else used to get milk delivered to your door and have like the cream on the top that you could just like poke out with your finger? You had to try and get there before the rest of your family, so you got the delicious cream from the top of the glass milk bottle. Christ almighty, this is a treacherous minefield of a conversation. You worked on a farm, Andy. Tell us all about it. Maybe your farm experience would be more useful than Chris watching Clarkson's farm journey. Get rid of the heart. Alright, yes, no. Well, it did stop for like a couple of weeks. It did go transparent, and I was like, ah, they fixed it. And then it's back again with a vengeance. Did you yank udders? There's got to be nicer ways of asking that as well. don't know if I have access to that, Chris. I thought you said it was like a browser mod last time. This one? Oh, yeah, it's just in the little menu. Oh, sweet, it's gone now. Did you masturbate cows? I think you need to have a long conversation with someone about what masturbating is. Oh, when you said about it, I thought it was like a Firefox add-on, or a Chrome add-on, or an Edge add-on, or other browsers exist, etc. I could never just be bothered to spend the 12 seconds I'd need to Google it. I didn't know it was just in the thing. Well, obviously not with me. Although who knows with how chat goes sometimes. It could be anything. Raised sheep and cattle to be sold in market. Excuse me. So when I get into sheep and cattle in game then, Andy, you're the person to talk to is what you're saying. Again, it's just not a rectangular field. What do you want me to do about it? No, but by the time you go round the rest of it a few times, you know, everything's triangular at the end of the day, isn't it? Right, that is that field seeded. Sweet. Let's go refill the seeder at the store while we're waiting for that guy to... He's not doing too bad, actually, is he? He's getting there. He's getting there. Well, actually, we've got a little bit of seed over here. Oh, I say he's getting there. Blocked by a bloody tree, isn't he? Right, so if we put him there, and we say create job, nearest waypoint, start job. Well, that's fine. Yeah, Phil's news is something very stupid. That's fine. Yeah, there's a lot of it. There's a lot of it. Is ploughing a park? If it's an odd-shaped, non-rectangular field, then of course it would end up triangular. Don't. Sod. Don't hit that tap again, I was going to say. Wasn't particularly worth it, but okie dokie. stank? Where's all the tents? Are they all gone because it's out of season? Because it's September? It's cool it changes. I didn't... Just going to go the right direction. It's cool it changes. That's really sweet. Hey, you noisy piece of crap. Let's talk to Mookie, by the way. None of you. Did the beast come in? They weren't jiffos, they were paying customers. Have a little bit of respect, Kapil. Have you ever worked in the customer services industry before? I think he's peeing. Oh, to have my own room again. Got fired. Wonder why. Oh, it was just a pee. Okay. Gonna pretend to cover it, are you? Yep, and you're done. Good job. Yep, totally not covered at all. Excellent. Good job. Well done, Mookie. You're an excellent cat. Everything you do as a cat is perfect. Ah! God damn it, stupid cat. All right. I just crashed into a bin. Calm down. What did you get fired for, Kapil? What can you not legally say? How bad was it? It was clearly Mookie's fault, come on. Did you pee on a customer? Wow. And I wasn't thinking something like that. Oh, okay. You weren't fine to making me feel bad. You know, I've never been fired from my job. And nothing. You have anything to make me feel better about? Just because the lovely tourist decided to leave the campsite? Oh, that's fine. That's fine. Oh, we do need to get some lime as well, don't we? We need to hire a spreader for that. So I wonder if maybe we temporarily drop the cedar here, ready to be refilled at a later date. Then, oh no, because I don't want to hire the lime spreader to the other fields ploughed, really, do I? Oh, the new computer! The last I heard, it wasn't quite there yet, so do tell, do tell. So we need some seed. So it is £800 for 1,000 litres, or I guess it's the same thing, that £900 for 1,000 litres. Yeah, okay. You do pallets of seeds, £9.50 for 10.50. That's much of a muchness. Not your dong. Just to be specific, wasn't talking about your penis today. Just so you know. Just need you to know, not your penis. I think I might only need one bag. Let's try one bag. Let's attach the cedar again. Okay, let's get another bag. Regularly confused. Boy, it gets kicked out of the public computer section of the library. was going to slam into that post. Ooh, that sounds like there's going to be good news. I told you you missed too much, Capel. It's alright, it's all good. Thanks, Chris. I'm sure we'll be fine. Finish off with the perfect triangle, as always. I almost drove into there then. Keep forgetting where I live. Hit and run? What about your insurance information? Waiting for his quote for the full job. Awesome. I feel like they're not very sociable. It seems like they got posters over their windows to simulate what the inside of a house looks like without actually letting me see inside. Oh, come on. I'd 1.5 beers. I can't blame the drink. Could probably do with the front way on the tractor. I think that would help our traction problem a little bit. So do you have a finalised spec list now, Andy? Where was the front weight? There's a question and a half. There it is, I see it. Right, we can't... Yeah, we can't go to the right to get into the field that is currently being ploughed. So we'll head down here. Drunk driver 45. What? Oh, right. Did I miss? No. I'll take your word for it, 45. So we can park the Cedar here for the minute. Oh, what we can do... Actually, I'll attach that. What we can do is we need to do a soil analysis on field 54. So let's do that. Sweet, Andy. Can't wait. Getting a new PC is like one of the most exciting things possible. It really is. Ugh. Oh. Where did I put the soil analysis machine? Is it in here then? No. Where did I put it? There, that is it, isn't it? Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah? Oh, I guess, yeah, still, it's not, I was going to say it's not that old. It's fairly old, but it's only one gen behind, isn't it, I suppose? And they were the most expensive generation of GPUs as well. Nah, almost. Is it? I've not heard anything official about it yet, or even like actual strong rumours. Have they even done the 4090 Ti? They usually do that before they do the next series. Lower. Unfold. There we go. I don't know. I've not really had a lot of attention either. I had a friend asking a message asking about the Microsoft recall thing that they announced as part of the Copilot Plus laptops. And I had to go and look up what recall and Copilot Plus was. Not keeping up with the information, particularly the AI stuff, seeing as that is something my job is keen for me to keep on top of. Well, I will take your guys' word for it. Bug flying. Oh, just in so much that we don't really have like an AI policy, so I've been asked to like look into it, and I think we are now looking to hire an actual AI sort of expert. But being education, AI can be a bit of a problem for us. So they wondered if we should have like an official policy and how we should handle it and what we should tell students, whether we should block things like ChatGPT. And I was just like, we don't block porn, so I don't think we should block stuff like that. And ultimately the chat generative stuff is basically just a really fancy Google search engine. You're not going to ban Google, so why would you ban that? And in terms of policies, do we have a policy that says students shouldn't copy stuff from anywhere else? Yes. Then we don't need another policy. We're fine. University. I'm a solution architect. I'm now one of 2 solution architects. For a while it was just me, which is why I had to be the expert of everything. But now at least the other dude is there to help share some of the load. MI5, yeah, that's why I'm so rich. Living on my truffles and... What were we talking about earlier? Oh, I can't remember. Not very well, Andy, no. No, so we use a particular coursework submission tool, and they came out with a AI detection tool to scan coursework to see if it had been generated using AI, and it was terrible, and everyone said to not use it. There are some cases where it's quite easy to spot whether someone's used ChatGPT or something similar. But in general, it's very hard, and obviously what you don't want, and it's the problem we have, is you don't want them to say, use this bit of software to detect whether someone's used AI, and then them to just blanketly trust whatever it says. So they said these 8 students may have used AI to produce their essays, so they just fail all those students. Only 2 of them did. Only 2 of them used AI. The other 6 just wrote something which sounded like it might have come from AI. But then the lecturers don't have the time, or necessarily sometimes the wherewithal, to investigate these things properly. So false positives are more of a problem, I would say, from my perspective, than actual positives. True positives. It's one thing to catch someone who's cheating, it's another thing to accuse someone who wasn't cheating of cheating. And then, you know, ruin their education for it. So basically we've said, first of all, we don't need to update our policies. Students should never be cheating. Our policies very clearly say not to cheat. So continue to not cheat, please. That would be great. Second of all, it's a pretty much the main thing we're trying to get across at the moment is to not trust AI. Like, it doesn't matter whether you're a student who's using it to generate coursework or someone who's using AI to try to identify potentially generative AI generated coursework, whatever it happens to be. Do not trust it. No one says to trust it. Microsoft, who own a good portion of OpenAI, say not to trust AI. It is a tool. It is not something to be blanketly assumed is completely correct, which is where the large language model bit doesn't really help very much. Because people see something responding to them in a human-like manner, so they assume it is more trustworthy than a Google search result would be. And they don't think they need to go and double-check anything it says, because they just assume that it is now trustworthy because it sounds like it's a person. And people are more trustworthy than computers. And obviously, I don't know about the majority of cases, maybe the majority of cases, it can't be trusted. AI is a liar. It's just giving you the best approximation of what it thinks is the right answer. It doesn't know the right answer. It just knows what the right answer should sort of look like. So yeah, that's the main thing. Doesn't matter what we use AI for, it's not to trust it. And then other obvious things like, please do not upload personally identifiable information to ChatGPT. You wouldn't upload someone's CV to Google. Don't give it to ChatGPT either. It's the same thing, idiots. More of a problem? Probably. It could end up being less of a problem in some ways if the sort of detection mechanism side of it becomes a bit better, and at the same time the accuracy side becomes better, or there are essentially an add-on. So you have something like ChatGPT, which you ask a question, it generates its response, and then another AI tool verifies that response against verifiable sources and can link you to those sources to show where ChatGPT or whatever generated its information from. But there are ways like that it could actually become a lot more accurate and trustworthy. Never sure my answers and give wild approximations. Just a walking generative AI. And now he's pooed. Now that's what he wanted to do in the first place. Spray that before it starts spreading over the room. You see that OpenAI got in trouble with Scarlett Johansson because they released their talking assistant, their verbally communicative assistant recently. And apparently a little while ago they contacted Scarlett Johansson and said, would you like to give us permission to use your voice of our virtual assistant? She said no, and then they used her voice to create the virtual assistant. Weirdly, she wasn't a big fan of that. And the thing I started this conversation off with is Microsoft recall. So Microsoft are partnering with some laptop developers. Calm down, Carl. To produce what they're going to call Copilot Plus. So Copilot, if you're not aware, is the sort of version of generative AI, as well as other forms of AI that are now built into Windows 11 and built into Bing and Edge and all those things. I don't see a lot of it because I don't use Windows 11, so I don't have access to any of that. But they're going to do this Copilot Plus thing, so these special Microsoft branded Copilot Plus laptops, which are going to have the flagship stuff's actually going to have Qualcomm Snapdragon processors in with special AI technology, which is weird that Qualcomm are doing it and not Intel or AMD. It seems very bizarre to me. And they'll use these special processors with their super AI enabled hardware, as well as a bunch of stuff in Azure Cloud to do amazing AI things. And one of the things is a feature called Recall, which essentially takes snapshots of what you're doing on your laptop at regular intervals and stores them only locally on your laptop. And they were like, well, it's all stored locally and it's encrypted. But they were like, yeah, but if a hacker gets into your laptop, then they have access to what, your bank information. If you ever go to a bank website and type your login details in, is that stored in Recall? If you watch something that people might not appreciate you watching, does that get stored in Recall? You know, how much stuff goes in there? So yes, there's a bit of a privacy kickoff about that at the moment. Right, what am I doing? I sort of need to hire the line spreader. Maybe if we hire the line spreader and get those two done, by the time that's done, you'll be finished ploughing, or at least close enough. Yes, lots of unknowns. Lots of unknowns. There's also the fact that some of the bigger companies are refusing to sign up to... I mean, it's pointless agreements, but agreements to say that they will not generate stuff which could potentially be damaging to mankind, which is obviously the major concern. And then all of the... So the EU, the UK, the US, China have all come out with their own sort of AI policies. The US is obviously almost pointless because it essentially says we should regulate this, but the states do that, so we're not going to bother. And most of it's around obviously the protection of personal data, same as GDPR sort of stuff was. But yeah, it's fascinating. It's fascinating how it's got so big so quickly. And what often happens with AI is we have what's called AI winters. So you've probably heard AI talked about like 10 years ago, 20 years ago, whatever. And then no one talks about it again. It's sort of like what VR's going. We're going through a VR winter at the moment, I'd say. VR had this huge peak. I mean, we did it before, like when Virtual Boy was around. And I remember when there was a VR headset announced for the PlayStation, which never even got released. But we've had these sort of little peaks in the past. You can't see it on camera. Had these little peaks in the past, followed by these deep winters. And we had this massive peak when Oculus came out. And now we're just back in a winter again, I would say. And that's sort of what VR's done. It's had like a little bit of a peak. Like when they come out with the first supercomputers, peaked and then it went down again. And then they did like the chess opponent, which managed to beat the world champions of chess. So that was a peak, and then it sort of went down again. And we're in this massive peak again at the moment. And I've seen a few experts who are like, we're expecting there to be an AI winter coming again soon. But it doesn't seem like... It seems like there's still a lot of momentum behind it. And even if things like the generative AI stopped being in the news and the such like, it's still now something which is just part of sort of like common lexicon. It's just there. It's just now a tool that everyone will expect to always exist. So yeah, it's fascinating stuff. Fascinating stuff. What was I doing? Lime. I don't know if there's anything. There's no search, is there? No. Is there a sale on for anything? Oh, there's 2 other trailers. That was the one that was there before, isn't it? Now there's this massive one, which is way too big for our farm, so let's not even consider it. Lime spreader. So probably you. I'm guessing 9,000 will be a lot. Enough, even. We'll see if 9,000 is enough. That's fine. Wheel brand we don't care about. Wheel setup. Standard's fine. And then we want the 6-meter spreading discs. Yeah, because that gives it 8 meters. And we're going to lease this. We are going to buy 9,000 liters of lime. Comes in 2,000 liter bags, so we'll buy 5, I guess. Yeah, VR needs something to happen again. I do pretty much blame Meta, really. They bought the biggest VR thing possible and then decided to focus more on the social aspect rather than the gaming. And, you know, the social thing is possibly what will end up... Wait again. End up being bigger at the end of the day. But it doesn't really do a lot to draw in new customers straight away, I would say. So yeah, I don't know, it's one of those things. Why would I know better than Mark Zuckerberg, right? He's got slightly more money than me. I don't want Windows 11 on my next PC. Yeah, I've considered doing it. Like, I've hovered over the upgrade button a couple of times, and it's been like, well, no, everything's working alright as it is. We don't even use Windows 11 in work at the moment. We're only sort of just at the point where we're thinking we probably need to actually start thinking about rolling it out. Which again was part of where the AI conversation stemmed from. Like, what do we do with Copilot? Do we enable it? Do we not enable it? Do we leave it on because people are used to having it on home, so taking it off will make it seem like the services they have at work are lesser than what they have available at home, and that's no good. Does the client system Copilot stuff have the same protections as the sort of server-based, the Azure-based AI stuff? Because the Azure-based AI stuff, because it's based in your owned tenancy. Cover? No. They say that data, the stuff that you put into it, and the stuff it generates, never leaves your storage accounts. So it's never accessible to anyone apart from yourselves. Which is good, because if you buy a premium ChatGPT account, that is not the case. That information is stored and it is used. But I don't know, and I still don't know to this day, whether that applies to client-based Copilot stuff. And the Office Copilot stuff isn't very cheap. Which is also a bit of a problem for us, because it's, you know, AI is something people hear about, and we're starting to get people saying, why can't we have AI in this? Why don't we do this? We use something called, got me started now. We use something called RPA, which is Robotic Process Automation. So it takes a very menial, repetitive task, and it automates it, essentially with like a robotic human, virtualized robotic human worker. So maybe they'll like open an email, save the attachment, copy that data into a spreadsheet, sort it and filter it, add this value to this value, do this and this, save it into another spreadsheet, copy that to a SharePoint site, copy some of that information into the finance system, save this over there or whatever, you know, that sort of thing. So it's just very menial, repetitive, time-intensive tasks. Things that are quite easy for people to get wrong because they're doing the same thing over and over and over again. At some point, people will get it wrong. So you use something called an RPA to do this very, and I'm going to keep saying this because it's a key point, repetitive task. It has a key set of rules that it does. It's like a macro, if you know what a macro is, something where you record an action in Excel or Word or whatever, so you just play that back and it does exactly the same thing every time. That's what an RPA does. We were talking about getting rid of our system because it's costing us a fortune and we're not using it enough to justify it. And I was talking to some of the finance people and they were like, well, surely AI could do some of this. And I was just like, why? Someone's been reading too much stuff in the newspaper. Why would you want to use AI, something which fundamentally learns and adapts to what it's trying to do a really menial, repetitive task? That's literally the opposite of what you want AI to do. Above my understanding level, probably the right time to ask, have a PC downstairs, is there an easy way to access it from the PC in your room? Remote desktop? Do you mean just access the data that's on it, or do you mean, I need to go to the other field, or do you mean like control it from upstairs? You eat my seeds. Get out of my field. Get out of my field, you pesky deer. Trying to learn macro actions. I don't know what that means. What do you mean trying to learn macro actions? I bloody wish I had another beer. Turn it on. Control it. So yeah, remote desktop is what you're looking for. So you can just Google, oh, there are dogs in the field. Hello, dog. How to remote desktop, or you could, if you know the host name for the PC, you just open up remote desktop from the PC you want to remote to it from. Type in the host name, or the IP, I suppose would also probably work. And then it'll ask for the username and password to log into it, and that's basically it. What do you want to do with the control? I suppose is the other question. Are you just trying to control it to like work from it, or do you want to play games from it? Because that wouldn't be so good for games. No worries, Andy. Like desktop stuff, it's fine. So I used to use a program called TeamViewer, which is basically the same thing. That's remote desktop. Remote desktop is really good if you're on the same network, but I used to use TeamViewer so I could connect to my home PC when I was in work, so I could edit videos, basically. I don't know, me ranting about AI stuff a little bit more, Andy. And now Kapil's asking about remote control on a PC downstairs. Yeah, remote desktop then. So just look up how to use Microsoft Remote Desktop. Very simple. And then it will just basically open a virtual desktop of the PC downstairs and you can control it. Same as you would if you were sat right in front of it. If you did want to do gaming type stuff, then you'd have to do what I originally set up here, which is have like HDMI and USB over Ethernet cables wired through your house. You essentially have a little box next to your PC that you plug HDMI cable in, and another little box you plug the USB into, and they connect to a network cable which goes to wherever you want to control and watch it from, and they terminate in 2 other little black boxes with a HDMI out and a USB out, and you connect your keyboard and mouse and monitor or TV or whatever to them. So I used to use it so I could use the PC in the front room when the PC was upstairs, and I spent like £200 getting stuff to make that work, and now my PC's just there. And that stuff is in fact just in a bag down there, doing nothing now. We should have bought a bigger lime spreader, because we have already used almost 60% of the lime, and we've done very little of this field. Could this game be played in AR? A camera in the car. I don't know. I don't know what that means, Andy. What does that mean? Do you mean VR? You mean VR? You mean like first person view? Our other tractor is blocked. Might get blocked a few more times. Should have given him more headlands. Looking at it now, but hey diddly ho. Pop you there. Create job, field work, nearest waypoint, start job, go. Yeah, sorry, the word AI confused me briefly till I realised what you're trying to get at. Yes, there is first person in the vehicles, and all the on foot stuff is supposed to be first person, but I have installed a third person mod. I think I did look previously for a VR mod for Farming Simulator, and I don't recall seeing one at the time. One of those things you could definitely see working. Like, I very much enjoyed Euro Truck Simulator in VR. Particularly when you got the mods where you could add like a little video screen in the cab, so you could watch like Netflix or YouTube or whatever, same as Elite Dangerous had that little panel at the bottom. You could have that set up so that you could have like Netflix or YouTube playing down there, so whilst you're off doing some long delivery run. Oh, definitely hit that tree. Alright, yeah, I think I'll increase the counter, don't worry. Yeah, I loved Euro Truck. Played loads of it. It's one of those things I haven't really gone back to though. That is true. All driving games are pretty much great in VR. They just work well as a concept. Anything cockpit based, whether it's driving or space sims or whatever, flight sims, anything cockpit based works well, because the cockpit gives you a sort of a frame of reference. So it also helps a lot with motion sickness. You don't tend to get motion sick in games which have a cockpit as much. Well, oh, we're out of lime and I hit the tree. Okay. Oh, yeah, okay. That's fine. Everything's fine. There we go. There we go. Okay. Right. I'll add a couple on for that. That's fine. Right. Our dude got blocked again. Did he? No? He is very nearly done, though, which is awesome. How far did we even get with this field? Like, not even halfway. Really should have bought the bigger upgrades to the lime spreaders, which should carry more lime. But again, loving the white dirt that's now covering our tractor. Already washing off of it. I was looking at it as we were driving over the lime fields. The realistic dirt colours from the mods look amazing. But bearing in mind how much lime we do have to use, probably is worth us. One, buying a flatbed trailer of some sort. Two, buying lots of lime. And three, also getting the auto loader mod. So let's get that installed. So it's the one thing I didn't do, because I was like, well, no, maybe I should just like help if I spelt, wouldn't it? Manually load everything onto trucks. But there were a bunch of people when I was looking up like the best mods. A lot of people were like, you should get this. The quality of life improvement is massive. Where is it? It's right. Let's get that loaded. And if we just, yeah, buy a flatbed trailer and just buy loads of lime. That took like 4 and a bit bags to fill as it was, and it did like, what, a quarter of the field? It's not a lot. That's not a lot. I don't think I have seen Samurai Cop. I've definitely heard of it. Oh, other tractor won't be doing anything. Create job. I'm not entirely convinced you should have done that. No. That's fine, we can come back and do that. It's already sounded amazing. Woo there. Tractor right of way. Don't you know your country code? I know you can power wash your vehicles clean, but I like dirty vehicles. Shows that they've been properly used, you know. Are you mad? That was definitely their fault. How'd you know he's a lunatic? Sure, he's perfectly fine. Sure, he's fine. Is he speeding up? Looked like he was speeding up. Hello, dear. Blimey, where did you come from? Right. Flatbed trailer. So is there just, do you just get a trailer and just take the sides off? Yeah, like you can with that one. No. That would be 9,000. 11,000. Doesn't really tell you how big it is, does it? That also looks like it's on a dolly, which is horrible. Why are they all on dollies? Stop being on dollies. That's still 18 and a half. Break and see. Well, I can't really afford a massive one. We're talking about £138,000 for a double trailer. That one doesn't have a bail. What's the most expensive one with a bail option? None of them. None of the expensive ones, I think, is the answer to that. Chica! Hello, Chica. How the devil are you? Yes, it's literally just the cheaper ones that even have even have the flatbed option. But I do not want a dolly one. I just don't. It's just horrible. Horrible. Why would you do that? Which pretty much makes it that one. So let's... that's still 20 grand. If we... let's say no for the moment. I can customize the license plates. If you can think of something to put in the 8 characters or whatever we've got, let me know. Why do you want trailer low? Still existing in the shadows. You got a niece. Amazing. Congratulations to your brother and or sister. And? Why'd it be and? Oh, it literally has to be in the same format, so I can't even do other things. I can't put a P there. I can't put nothing there. I can't put nothing there. Alright, I'm just going to leave it. It's going to leave it like that. That's fine. Let's say yes. And then no, we don't want to buy it again. That's not what I wanted. We want big bags of lime. And we want bloody loads of them. Oh, I'm going to get 8 at a time. Okay. I'll just say buy 2 lots of those. Okay. Boobs. I don't think the boobs would have worked. Let's see if we can figure out how to get on this. Not that big a trailer even. We might get 8 on it. Just enough to fit one load of lime up. Okay, well it's better than nothing. And then how does auto load even work? Honestly? I might just reload the game. Otherwise we just wasted like 20 grand on a trailer that we don't really need. Make a quick decision. It's 5 to 11. Oh my word. Okay, yeah, sod it. Let's do that. We'll have to figure out how to make auto load work another time. Yeah, and you were going for something Chica Nugget related, Chica. That is not what that looks like. We will enable the mod, which is to figure out how it works another time. But let's get another tab up here while I'm loading back up. Auto loader. It just works for all trailers. Maybe it just wasn't. I don't know if the trailer that I have is listed there. Or I had, I should say. So what did I end up going for? It was a trailer in here, wasn't it? Is it this one? I think it was that one, wasn't it? Reich RT160. Yeah, that's not listed. That's what the problem was then. I don't know. Because that one's got a bale trailer option. Strutman Sec 802. Nope, not in the list. Is there like a separate list of like flatbed ones? Ha! I am actually probably at my strongest. Like, I'm not... for like, my body is flabby and disgusting, but I do have, I would say, for me, quite sizable arm muscles, which I do put down to the fact I have to lift her up all the time. These ones? Roland LSP 9004. Nope, that's not there either. That one is... Cat is wailing out there. Yeah, I'll have to look around at those. Okay, right. So that's not going to work. So almost 11. Let's at least get another load of lime. Externally looks relaxed, but internally there's a bear. A very sleepy bear. It's the middle of winter, and I just want to hibernate. The tents are back. It's weird. So what have you been up to then, Chica? I mean, it is 11 o'clock, Andy. That is the traditional time. Well, it's the traditional time I'm supposed to finish. I'm going to go and fill this with lime. I would like to get that other field finished. Oh, it does, I mean, our worker, yeah. Hasn't finished yet. Let's get that sorted. Pop him there. Course, play. There we go. Great job. Nearest waypoint. Make sure it's on the right thing. Start job. And let's go. Excellent. Yeah, I think I knew you were working this list, boys. Do you remember that happening? Just been vibing, just enjoying life as it comes. There's a person just walked out of there. I've seen them walking along the side of the street. I've never seen them walking anywhere else, I don't think. That's interesting. Yes, it's just... I don't know why, Andy. That just sounds like a horrible way to put it. But yes, that will be amazing. Very much looking forward to seeing pictures of that. Of the beast. Taking every day, one day at a time. Best way to do it. I don't think working in the toy store is as relaxing as you might think, though. I don't think the NPCs have collision, and I normally drive past one at some point. I'm very sure they won't have like knockdown animations and stuff. That's a crash. That's crashing with inanimate objects. That's crashing into walls, not into people. I haven't murdered 48 people in the game. That's not what that number means. Let's be clear about this. I run over the chickens, but they don't have collision on, so they don't get murdered. They're perfectly fine. They're like cartoon chickens. They go really flat when you run them over, and then they just like pop back up straight away. It's fine. My brother and... oh my Christ. Right, let's buy a whole bunch of lime. Don't know if 5's enough, let's find out. Did it... was I on 49, but did it go up? Yeah, that worked. That distraction worked. actually wanted that bag first. Excuse me. No, we don't need to do a forfeit. And plus, whatever you come up with doesn't mean I'll do. Kapil keeps coming up with loads of horrible things, and I very rarely do them. No, Chica. No. Bad Chica. I barely have time to play games regardless. So when I do play them, I would like to play something I actually want to play, rather than suffering my way through a horror game just because I crashed 50 times in Farm Simulator. Cheeky, yes. I think I was very clear in my opinion on this. You're alright, Tractor. Just what's going on here? What is happening? This game was the pleasure, which will be the pain. I suggest Farming Simulator. You got 20% discount on Smiths. That's awesome. What do you use your 20% discount for? What exciting things do you buy? It's got like a room full of Lego. Or Squishmallows, or I don't know, what are the kids into? Famicons. No worries, Andy. I'll be finishing up very soon anyway. It's going to get this delivered back to the farm, and then I'll be finishing up. So it's not really worth spreading. If I knew I'd finish the field, I would probably spread the field, but I'm not going to finish it. Barely buy anything, but there's so many things to get. Too many things. There's too much choice. That's why you don't get anything. Wonderful to see you, Andy. Hope all is well with you and continues to be well. Enjoy your new PC if it turns up within the next week. What's that worker doing? I feel like he hasn't done a lot for a while. Or as in he should have finished by now, and I haven't had a thing saying he's finished. What was the other route? It was down this one, wasn't it? Yes. We did a headland when we got to there. So actually we probably did do about half. Hard to tell from that. Probably did do about half, but still. Oh, you never got started. Oh, excellent. Excellent. Good. Excellent. Well, that's fantastic. Go you. You're some sort of legend, aren't you? Alright, well. That is time to finish up then. So next time, we need to finish liming this field. We need to lime field over there, whatever that was called. Field 56, we need to lime that. Finish ploughing 54, fertilise, lime, and cultivate and plant it. He's already fired. There's no worker there. There's nowhere to fire. And you can see, though, with 57 how green that is now. That's because of our precision farming stuff. Our pH level is now much, much better. Our nitrogen level is much, much better. So our yield, although it's not really showing it yet, but our yield from this field should be like around here, rather than it would have started with this one, like sort of around the bottom 50, 60. So yeah, our yield from this for our, what's it in there? Down with the C. Not calzones, it's the kind of pizza. Oh, whatever it was. Should be really, really good. We never looked at this one. What's this one? Sandy loam and loam. Okay, that's not too bad. As long as it's not silty clay. Silty clay is what you want to avoid. That's not too bad. What is the crop I'm thinking of? Canola. That's it. It's not even close to calzone. Canola. That's what we wanted. It does look like that. It's coloured like grapes. It's not. Oh, it's linseed. Have we already cultivated that? I guess we must have, yes. Cool, so we've got some linseed planted and some canola ready to go. Sweet. Now both growing. That one is almost ploughed. Sweet. Awesome. Oh, I don't know. I'd say the vast majority of calzones I've had, pizza's better. But occasionally you can get a calzone and you're just like, oh, that's really hit the spot. That has really hit the spot, and I'm glad I had a calzone over a pizza. I will often get a calzone purely because it's an option. It doesn't seem to be an option in a lot of places. So I'll get a calzone because I can. You can get a pizza anywhere. 10 a penny, you know. Oh. You're so hungry. Well, I'd love to stay here talking about pizzas and calzones, Chica. I suppose quick question, Chica, because we did have this discussion previously. What's your favourite pizza? What's your go-to pizza? Oh, a chicken supreme, eh? Or a deep pan. A deep pan chicken supreme. I always think I prefer a deep pan, and then I have a deep pan and I'm like, ah, it's a bit doughy. I think I'm probably a thin crust, although I do like the stuffed crust, as long as it's not one of the ones with the garlic parable over the top, ruining it for everyone. As they do. It's looking very grey over there, isn't it? I wonder if that's the rain from this morning that's passed over that way. Oh, also a deep panner. Oh, interesting. Interesting. No, I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure. Saying that, I haven't had like a proper like Pizza Hut or Domino's deep pan for a while. So I have to share with my wife, obviously, and she doesn't do deep pan, so I have to have thin crust. Skinny pepperoni pizza. That makes me a villain. That's all it takes. That's the problem. Oh, I didn't want it to autosave because it's been sat there doing nothing for a while. Alright, well. On that note, me, the skinny pepperoni pizza villain, is gonna go. So, thank you to everyone for being here. Chica, sorry I have to run off just after you get here. It's been wonderful to talk to you, though. I hope we see you again soon. Kapil, I'm sure I'll see you next week. And we will crack on with our fields and try and get them all ready and planted, ready for the winter. And then, I don't know what we'll do. Probably just sleep a lot during the winter, I guess. Ready for the harvest next year. To sit on that till we can sell it. So we can get more fields. So we can plant all those fields. So we can get new tractors. So we can hire more workers. So we can get all the fields. Love to see you soon as well, Chica. That would be amazing. Right, I need to go. I've got an early morning tomorrow. I've got to go around the house and I've got to let the painter in and I've got to paint some walls. And I've also already got to do all the dishes because my wife was ill, so I don't think she's done anything. So I'm going to go and do all that. It's been wonderful. See you guys later. Enjoy your weeks. Enjoy your weekends. Whatever you are up to.